Hello and welcome to Iridium Rock and Metal Reviews. Good morning, rock and metal fans. So, just a little announcement from myself. I've got some good news. Well, it's good news for me anyway. I've hit 300 subscribers, 301 to be precise. So, I'm so proud of that. That is absolutely amazing. Considering back in March, you know, all you guys have been there from the beginning. I said to you, you know, I want to do it as a bit of fun. Just what I like talking about metal, heavy rock and metal music. People have got involved from the beginning, still comment on my videos today, and it's grown. I thought, like I said before, if I got to 50, I would have been happy. It's got to 301 precisely, so that's mental, isn't it? That is absolutely mad. And I know it's not a huge thing, you know. I know it's not thousands, and some people have got. I've looked at some of the channels that I follow have got 56,000 followers or more, you know, but. I'm really happy with my 301. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. So I woke up this morning to 301. I was like, whoa, what the fuck happened there? You know, just for a bit of fun. And then I love it. Absolutely love it. So thank you very much. And you know, that has come about from also from a lot of plugs from bands, you know, that I love. Spread Eagle plugged me right at the beginning. I've had White Sister, 80s band. Eclipse, one of my favourite rock bands. I've even had Queensryche. They've commented on my videos and said thanks and shared them. And Striper. Wow. I mean, come on. Who's next? Maiden? Maiden are next. I keep sending them my videos. I keep tweeting them, but they ignore me. So there you go. So I will be tweeting this one as well because it's Iron Maiden Day. It's deep cut Iron Maiden review. So we're up to Fear of the Dark. So 1992. Personally, at the time I'd fallen out of love with the band a little bit. As you might know, I've mentioned before, surprisingly for a lot of you, probably Seventh Son of the Seventh Son was the time I didn't really get into that album. I didn't get it. The last one I bought was Somewhere in Time. And then I left the band for years. Even the Bruce Dickinson solo stuff that was out there, I left it alone for years. And I only started getting back into Maiden with Brave New World in 2000. So, blimey hell, that's years. It's like near enough 10 years where I didn't really listen to Iron Maiden, where I thought I didn't bother with them. And then when Brave New World came out, I went back and I started listening to all this stuff. And you know what? Some of it, he's still obviously not up to scratch to their classic stuff in my opinion, but there's some really good tracks on all them albums that I've missed out on. So the one I've chosen today might be a bit of a surprise to people because I've been obviously asking what, you know, a little bit of help with these few albums because I don't know them as much as other Iron Maiden albums. And a lot of people were mentioning Weekend Warrior, there was a couple of others, but I've chosen Judas Be My Guide. After giving the album a run through, I love the chorus. You know what? I think it's the best chorus on the album by far. It reminds me of, I don't think Iron Maiden will like this because, you know, they might not like it, but I think it sounds like a classic Queensryche chorus to me. I don't know what it is about it. Straight away, when I started listening to the album again, because I haven't heard it for a while, I thought, that sounds like Queensryche, that chorus. Such a strong chorus on Judas Be My Guide. And no one's mentioned me doing this one. And I didn't do it on purpose. I think it's my favourite song. Actually, my favourite song on the album. Don't kill me, Maiden fans. Apart from hearing Fear of the Dark live, I do enjoy it when I go and see him live. But it's not one of my favourite Iron Maiden songs. It's not my favourite Maiden track on this album. By far. I think there's a lot better songs than Fear of the Dark. And I think Maiden, if you're listening, tell me, is it one of your favourite songs? Because I don't think it is. Sometimes a band, you know, a song catches on. It's obviously a huge song for the band, but I don't know if it's one of their top tracks. For me, it's not. Definitely not. But, you know, I don't hate it, but I think this track's a lot better. Yeah, it's just opinions, isn't it? And as far as the album's concerned, 1992, like I said about so many albums, this is not known as a classic album or their best album by far. You know, I think it's better than No Prayer for the Dying, But it does depend how old you are when you get into metal, or how old you are in general. You know, I was 13, 14, 12, 13, 14, and I was fully into metal, like big time, when Number of the Beast come out, Peace of Mind and Power Slave. But someone might be 13, 14, 15, just got into metal, and Fear of the Dark came out. And that's why it's such a big album for them. And I hear a lot that Fear of the Dark is a lot of people's favourite album. You know, but it's all of opinion. It's all opinion, isn't it? People think Paul Di'Anno is the best vocalist in Iron Maiden. People think that Blaze Bayley was the best vocalist in Iron Maiden. You know, it's all opinions, and I'm glad we've all got them. So it's brilliant. But I'm definitely going to need some help with the next two albums. I've already had a few suggestions, so I will look at those and think about those. So this one was produced by Martin Birch. He's actually, I was reading about this. This was his last album. The late Martin Birch, rest in peace. He produced this with Steve Harris, and this was his last album that he retired after this, I believe. I don't know if he came back into the fold. Definitely didn't with Iron Maiden, but I think this was his last album and he retired after this. So the album got mixed reviews. Said it was an improvement, which I agree with, on No Prayer for the Dying. You know, I think the biggest improvement came when Bruce came back into the band in the year 2000. So here we go. This is Judas Be My Guide, which hasn't been suggested, I don't think, by anyone when I was asking for suggestions. So I didn't do it on purpose, honestly. I didn't ignore everyone. It literally is my favourite off the album. So here we go, especially the chorus. This is what grabbed me, the chorus. So I will stop it halfway through. Here we go. Judas Be My Guide from Fear of the Dark. Excellent riff as well. Love that chorus. Let's give it a quick stop there. So I'll just, as I'm listening to this, I'm really hearing Bruce, he's giving it some on this. He's really fucking giving it some. His voice was fully intact, you know. He's got a great voice now, but obviously it's not as strong. Over the years, it's like I've said many times, vocalists who tour like they do and produce music like these guys do, over all those years, it's probably one of the hardest instruments, obviously, to physically keep, because guitar players, and maybe drummers not so much, but guitar players can go for, you know, a long time age-wise. But to keep that voice intact, it must be such hard work. You must really have to look after your voice. And in here, and I mean, they've been going, what, since Bruce had been in the band, they've been going a good, like, 10 years at this point. All that touring, you know, the massive tours, and his voice is fully intact in this, and you can hear he's really going for it. I love it when he's got that menacing, like, you can hear, you can hear him putting so much into this song, every ounce of what he's got. It just sounds like he's fucking, you know. But do you agree with me? Any of you agree on the chorus on this? I don't know what it is. It reminds me of maybe really early Queensryche. We're talking the Warning sort of, you know, that sort of Queensryche I'm talking. I love the way it lifts, the chorus lifts into that second part. You ain't expecting it. Do you know what I mean? I absolutely love this chorus on this. It's one of my favourite choruses from these guys. And, you know, the choruses they've written, they're obviously, at this time, it wasn't about really long songs, or it was, the whole album is near enough filled up with 3.5, 4-minute songs, which is not Maiden now, is it? I mean, you'd be lucky if you get an 8-minute song now. But it's got a definitely really catchy chorus. And when I started listening to this album again, to try and choose which song, this song stuck in my head all day. You know, I was like, yeah, that's one hell of a chorus. Do you know what I mean? Brilliant for a deep cut. Don't think they've ever played it live. You know, someone correct me, please. But if they have, they've done it once, maybe. But let's carry this on till the end. Absolutely love that chorus. It's my favourite bit about the song. But let's carry this on till the end now. Very Iron Maiden solo. Great, easily my favourite song off Fear of the Dark, and I know that's a bit controversial, you know, it probably will be, but please let me know if you like that song, if you think it's one of the best tracks on Fear of the Dark. Is it your favourite? Is it a terrible song? I know Mother Russia didn't please a couple of people when I did that on the last album, but I think that was a good track. But I love this one. Definitely an improvement on No Prayer for the Dying, no Fear of the Dark, but not a huge step like they did later on in their career. So, like I said, I've got the couple of Blaze Bayley ones coming up. I've had a few suggestions, but if I can have some more, please. I am going to listen to the albums again, all the way through, listen for the deep cuts, because they do play some of that stuff now. You know, Maiden play some Blaze Bayley stuff in concert now. Ain't many, but they play a couple of songs, so obviously not going to choose them ones, or the ones they played with Blaze a lot when he was in the band. But if you can give me any suggestions, that would be great. Right, if you want to subscribe, and yet again, 301, thank you very much everyone, 301 subscribers. Please subscribe if you want to. Bottom right hand corner, red button.